today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
And off we go from Denver. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 51 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guy.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone comes McFarland. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And
all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Amon-Ra St. Brown. with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback, and the ball out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Prescott. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They give it to Williams, running right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Prescott to throw it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Powers through, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chase Claypool with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback, and the ball out to the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. 20. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete there to Johnson.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Prescott now on 2nd down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 3rd down gain of 19. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. This will be caught. Judy. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start with the option. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the touch, you'll take that every single time.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll keep it himself. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough,
and he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. J.K. Dobbins. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback. And the ball out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Through the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Breaks through the contact. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 2. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get one.
Second and 1 from the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. Bush trying the middle. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback, and the ball out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback, and the ball out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. Out quickly to Judy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out to his left. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Prescott from the gun. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now they'll run on the draw. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. High throw, but he makes the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. What impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback and the ball out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where...
There he goes left side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. 13, Mike 13. Check.
Prescott on first down. Looks to the sideline and has Mims, who makes a catch. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. One last shot now for Prescott. This is caught. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.